Hi and welcome to Happy Fisherman Adventures.
I hope, I dream, I wish to catch a big fish, and I do it when I can. I'm a happy fisherman, and I do it when I can. I'm a happy fisherman.
Today is our 1-year anniversary since we started the show, so happy birthday to all the happy fishermen. At the end of this episode, we are going to be playing some highlights from our shows.
But before that, let's move on with our show. And lately at Portarlington, the whiting, the King George whiting is still holding, so it's quite a few fish out there. So we've chosen to do actually just a bit of update what's going on. So our first video is going to be with our friend Ovi. We're just in between the mussel farm and the shore. And it's just amazing how much fish is there.
Let's watch the first clip.
What a beautiful day. It is July 2022 and we could not ask for a better weather. This time on board Ovi, Mima, Chiquita and I, and our destination was Portarlington, 6 meter depth, chasing some King George whiting. We left Verbi around 2 p.m. and we got there in no time. As we got there, we seen few boats in action, so it was a good sign. As I unpacked, defrosted some bait, and we had already an inquiry. Well, less than 5 minutes on the spot and we already start catching King George whiting. Here you can see how Mima consistently keeps tension on the line by winding very slow back. Like that, with the carbon or graphite rod you can feel even the smallest touch. On my underwater camera later, I could see that we had a nice sand patch just in front of us. Soon we got very busy, but that happened only on one side of the boat. When I checked the camera later, we were right on the edge of the grass, so that explains why Mima has been catching consistently, while on the other side Ovi was a little bit slow. We just had to cast a little bit away from the boat. The fish were very average, 32 to 35 centimeters, an odd one at 40. As usual, squid and pilchard cocktail was the key, and the smaller the bite we set, the better hookup rate we had. By this stage we had lots of fun, and I can tell you Ovi had a ball. Because of work, Ovi doesn't get to fish as much as we do, but he loves it. on the underwater footage, I could not spot King George whiting at all. This time only Tommy Ruff and some leather jackets. Saying that, we were getting King George whiting one after another. Even our friend Greg, that was not far from us, he had a really successful session.
I think it's your turn.
Keep doing the hard work, Mima. Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
In the next clip, we are going to continue with our amazing adventure.
Actually, it was amazing. There was a lot of boats, everybody around us was catching fish, and it just was, brilliant.
To top everything up, the weather was just perfect.
Oh yeah, that was just awesome. By this time, there were a lot of boats around. It was good to see that everyone was in action. By saying that, Mima was in her element, but Ovi did get few as well. Since he doesn't fish often, this was a 5-star trip for him. We started getting few bigger models, but not very often. Underwater, again, no King George whiting at all, just Tommy Ruff and occasionally Yaka. The strange thing was that we didn't hook up one Tommy Ruff. Every fish we landed was a King George whiting and occasional Yaka. As you see here, the water was just amazing. It was very relaxing to be out here and fish. I know people are saying your boat can handle any weather, but that's not the point. When the waves are capping, it's just uncomfortable to fish. Doesn't matter the size of your boat, but today it was just perfect. Again, doesn't matter how hard I tried to spot the King George whiting on the underwater footage, well, it just didn't happen. A lot of small fish. Yeah. They keep nibbling. After the break, we will play our Facebook live footage so you can see what really happened in real time. Well, this time something different. We're going to play the video that we went live on Facebook, and it's a real-time feed, so you can actually see what is going on in real time.
And that's why we keep on encouraging everyone to subscribe to our Facebook and our YouTube channel so you get the first-hand information.
Hi guys, what a beautiful day. Have a look where we are. Very close to Portarlington. That's the corner with the indented heads. And yeah, the usual pilchard and squid. Here we go. And that's it. Just throw it in and right. And here I got a paternoster. That was a running rig, and here I got a paternoster ready. So let's have a look how long it takes to get a fish. Ay, ay, ay. I missed it. My phone went off. I missed it. Yeah, always got one. Tampa, and I got one as well. So, yeah, they take the pilchard pretty quick, but they do come back for the squid. This one, the way I see it, it's a bit small, but we got some nice whiting too. So, yeah, it goes back as well. And you see how squid's still hanging. I just add a piece of pilchard back. And yeah, so that's the running rig, as you see, the rig, and there is just a sinker, and that's it. Send it back in. This one here, oh yeah, as you touched it, he was ready, waiting for it. There you go. Again, a bit small to my liking, so we're only gonna keep a couple bigger ones. And that one's gone. Yeah, the touch. So if you don't act on it but slowly wind like this, they keep coming back and getting upset. They want to take it. Come on. Yeah, and he's gone. We got him. And I lost him just there. Something, I know what happened here, because this one was hooked properly. The squid's still there, as you see, but they took the pilchard, put the pilchard back. Give me another little piece, so they got twice. Yeah, that is some nice whiting. Like, have a look. That's a really nice fish. And there is a bigger one there that Mima got. I don't know what it is. I already got a bite. So there is some nice, some small. There is mixed bag, I suppose. And this one's already in the bag. It's a better fish. It took it straight away. Yeah. So there you go. Plenty waiting around. We'll see you soon.
We do get asked how come we always catch King George whiting and avoid all the other fish. Well, in this video we're going to show that even we sometimes catch other species that it's not our target fish. This video is from October 2021 and as usual we'll launch from Werribee and our first stop would be Prince George Grounds to get some squid for fresh bait. It didn't take long and we started getting some squid on the RPF jig and my favorite solid black jig. Then we were on our way to our mark at St. Leonard's. As soon as we got there, we were in action. First fish we got, it was a small salmon. We knew it wasn't biting as it picked up my bait in mid-water. Then the next fish was a small King George whiting. Not long after, Jerry got a yakka on a paternoster rig. Then Jerry gets a small salmon. This time I got another King George whiting on a reedy stiganoster rig and Jerry managed a very nice one on the same rig. After that, Tibby gets a surprise fish, silver belly. This fish is quite common in this area, but it's not that common to catch one as they're small and have a very small mouth. In meantime, I get another King George whiting that was a bit small. Jerry again on paternoster rig gets another yakka. Then we managed to hook a very small banjo followed by a flathead. As you saw in this video, it's not always just King George whiting for us. We do get other species sometimes, and in between them we manage to get some King George whiting.
This quick tip is about filming underwater. We get a lot of questions about how we do it, what do we use, and all that sort of stuff. Quick explanation, I use belly bucket, I put a GoPro on top of it, drop it down, and film anything that goes past. Here I acquire a new friend. This fella from Shepperton was fishing on the other side of the Lee breakwater with the rest of the people with not much luck. I called him to fish right next to me. He's a bit of arm stretch and I managed to gaff it and bring it in the boat. At that stage, Zoran was doing the Unga Chaka dance. After all the throwbacks, finally a keeper. Well, that's the story of Zoran's first gummy. Alright, today in the studio we got
AJ.
little Adrian Jr. And Adrian Jr. loves the most?
Fishing.
Fishing. What we don't like about these lockdowns?
I hate it because we can't go fishing anymore. Really?
That's your answer.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what's the most fish you get?
Normally I get macro and whiting.
Whiting.
Yeah.
I know you love flatheads, but you don't get
Yeah.
many?
Nah, not many.
So you get more whiting than flatheads?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people over there don't like that. They're the other way around. They get all the flatheads, they can't get a whiting. You know that?
Yeah.
What would you say to them? How they have to fish?
You guys have to fish out there the happy fisherman way.
That's your answer. Enjoy the video.
Enjoy!
Safety is your priority, and the second rule is don't forget the first rule.
Meaning don't lift your rod, then drop and wind. Just hold the rod and wind slowly. It was overcast and somehow the white jig worked really good.
Channel provides enough depth for boats to go through. And as you get further in, you may only have a few meters on each side to navigate. Alright, now we are going to ask Louisa about her experience. She's been on the boat with us a few times. Do you want to tell us what it is that you like being on the boat and fishing?
Of course I want to share. I do love being in the boat with you guys. I have fun. I love being in the water. It's quite relaxing, and the best part of fishing is when you are fighting and landing the fish.
Oh, after fishing, what do we do?
We sing.
Let's sing.
World was on fire, no one could save me but you. It's strange what desire can make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you.
Will's dad wasn't a nice fish. It was great to see 80-year-old fighting his first tuna. Will managed to get all the other rods out of the way, and they landed a nice 10-kilo bluefin on a very small skirt. We were watching the action from nearby, and the highlight of the day was Will giving a cuddle and a kiss to his dad.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! You want to snap it? Oh my god!
Before we go, I would like to thank everybody that bought our t-shirt. And yeah, we'd be surprised how many people are actually watching our show and supporting our show, so thank you all.
And once again, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and thank you for watching. We will see you next time.
Cheers.
I hope, I dream, I wish to catch a big fish, and I do it when I can. I'm a happy fisherman, and I do it when I can. I'm a happy fisherman.